Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this lecture we are going to explain JavaScript code blocks. So here we have definitions of code blocks. What is a code blocks? A JavaScript code blocks is a group of statements enclosed inside a curly braces. You see in this bracket we have to just close some statements. It allows multiple lines of code to be treated as one unit of execution. Code block help in controlling the program flow, managing variable scope, organizing code better. So let's start with some basic examples. Here, so this is curly braces, as definitions. This is here curly braces, this curly braces. Here a JavaScript code block is a group of statement, and you have to put inside this curly braces. That is your code blocks. So you see here we have this code blocks, and inside it we have to put some statement. Console.log inside it we have to write learn JavaScript code block. Then we write console.log inside it we will write this is a simple block example. You see this is your code block, and inside it here we have some statement. Okay, it is treated as a single unit. It will be executed inside this one. Just you see it allow multiple line of code. You see multiple line of code, one line, two line. Here you can add multiple line. Treated as a one unit of execution. So this code will be executed here. Whatever inside this block. Code block help in controlling program flow, managing variable scope, organizing code meters. Then here what happened, guys? You see this curly braces, this one here. These are curly braces that create a code blocks, and this console.log here learning JavaScript code block. This print a message to the console. Then similarly here console.log, this is example block example. Here this print a message to the console, and you see this is another statement inside the same block. Both statements are grouped together inside one block. You see these two statements are grouped inside a code block. This curly braces. Got it? Here if you try to execute and you got it your output as expected. So here let me run new terminals. Then inside it here I am going to just execute, and you got it your output here. And then here we will move to the next one. This is first here you have to execute this one. Here you have to write node and then your file name mind underscore script. Underscore 47. Got it? Then you will see your output learning JavaScript code blocks. This one, and this is a simple block example. Got it? So this is your first example. Let's move to the next one. Here code block in a functions. This is here defined function. Then here we will write display. This is here welcome message. Then inside it here let user name is equal to Amit. Then we have to console.log welcome. You write the username. This is a code block again. This one, and inside it we have to put line of statement, multiple line of statement here. And this is here. This one you see here function display welcome message, and this function here. This create a function named display welcome message, and inside curly braces this two. Here inside it here this curly braces define function code block, and this let username is equal to a variable name. This is the username. Here we have to assign a value on it. Okay. Then this print the welcome message as a welcome and Amit, because inside username what we have this Amit. So that's why you got it your output here. So everything inside the curly braces belong only to the functions. This code only belong to this functions. Let me execute netcode, and you see here your output. Just here you have to execute. Here it will move execute, and you will got it your output welcome Amit. this is use here. Got it? So it is expected. It is simple topic about code blocks. Then code block in if else statement. You already know everything. Just I am going to explain again. And then let us create user age is equal to 20. Check it here. If it is greater than it is equal to 18, then inside here we will write console.log. Inside here user can vote. Similarly inside this statement here console.log user here cannot vote. Got it? So let me try to execute. This here user age is greater than 18. You see here 20 is greater than it is equal to 18. So that's why here user can vote. And you see your result. And this is here this variable user age it is equal to 20. It is a variable that we have stored inside this variable user age. Now inside user age we have the value that is 20. So we have to compare 20 here. 20 is greater than to 18. Yes, it is true. Now so it is true here inside if condition. So that's why this code will be executed here inside this code blocks. Here this is otherwise here if it is false, then you will go to else block and run when the condition is false. Then inside it here this block execute if age is below to the 18. I mean suppose here if it is age it is 20, then it is false and you will go inside here user cannot vote and you will see your output. This is here user cannot vote. Good. It is as much as simple. Each condition has its own code block. For the if condition we have this code block, and for else we have this code blocks. Now we have to move to the next one, code block in the loops. Here this is for inside tablet. Here write counter number. Counter number is equal to, and then here write counter number is less than is equal to 3. Then colon counter number plus plus. Then inside here console.log. It is not confirmed. Console.log current number is this is here counter number. Got it? So here let me explain this code here. You see this for loop here, this for loop, a loop net repeat code multiple times if condition it is true here. So here let counter number it is starting from 1. Okay, then this counter number it is less than it is equal to 3. Loop run while this condition is true, and counter plus plus here it means you have to increment your value on this one, like from 1 to 3 like this. So that's why it is plus. Increase the number after each iteration. Then we have to also here print here console.log the code block that run repeatedly, and you got your output like here current number is 1, current number is 2, current number is 3. So you have to it and you see current number is 1, it is 2, it is 3. Okay, it will be run 3 times because here with condition if counter number here this is 4, then this condition will be 4 and you will jump from this code blocks out of code blocks. Then we have about code block in JavaScript here. A variable declared later const inside the clauses can only be accessed inside that block. This is called a block scope. Here inside it here it is very simple. Inside it here let product price is equal to 500. Then here you write console.log inside it here write product price. Then here it is fine and it is work. And if you try, okay, first you have to let me execute in this CLS. This is here. Let me print and you got it your output 500 because of this one inside it here. Console.log product price. Here what is happening? Here you have to execute your files and you see it is 500. It is fine. Here this curly braces here create a block scope. This let product price here 500. This variable exists only inside this block. So here this console.log product price work because it is inside this curly braces here. Outside the block you got a error. Let me try to copy this here. You have to just put it and try to execute that files. You got error because it has a block scope. You see here in the terminal this one product price is not defined. This variable only accessible in this curly braces. Got it? So this will cause an error, you know, because the variable is not accessible outside the block. This variable here, it is not accessible outside this curly braces here. So it is all about this one, block scope in JavaScript. Then we have next one here, a standalone code blocks. Here code block can exist without function loops or condition. They can simply create temporary scopes here. Let me create inside the curly braces. Let length value, this is here length value it is equal to 10. Then let here write width, this is here width value is equal to 5. Then here let this is rectangle area is equal to length value multiply it with this is width value. Then here you console.log inside it write text area. This is here you have to print your rectangle area. So here you have to format your document. Then inside it let length value is equal to 10 is store the length. Here length value inside it will be 10 and the width value is 5. Then here calculate the area. It is simple, multiply these two numbers, length value plus width value to each other, and you got it your output here. So console.log area rectangle area, then you will here get your result like 10 multiplied with 5, it is 50. So here all the variable exist only inside the block. This one here, this variable you cannot access outside it here, outside of this curly braces. Got it? The next here we have the encapsulation, protecting your variables here. Code blocks shall protect variable from affecting other part of the program. So it is here we have another example. So it is very simple. Let total marks it is equal to 50. Then inside here let total marks it is equal to 19. This is here console.log inside it here write the block marks and then total marks. Got it? So here you have to tell me guys here what you will got in the result. Here it is a global. You see here what I mean. It is very simple to understand this thing, these two things here. As a definition, as you see here, encapsulation, protecting your variables here. You see here total mark is equal to 15. It is a global variables. You can access this variable anywhere. You can access below to this curly braces, or you can access in this curly braces. But inside the block, you see here, let total mark it is equal to 19. This is a different variable because it is inside the block. You see this variable total marks. It is a different variable, and this total marks it is a different variable. This one inside the curly braces, this total mark it is a different variable with this total mark different variable. But you see the variable name it is same, total marks, but it is a different variable because this total marks variable only accessible inside this code block, not outside it. You can access this variables, but this is a global variable. You can access anywhere. So you see code block help protect the variable from affecting other part of the program. This variable, okay, you see this variable cannot affect this values, in this total marks we have the value 50, that is fine, and in this block, in this variable total marks we have value 19. So here this block variable does not change the global variable. Even you can verify that this is, you see inside the block your marks it is 19, but in the global marks you have 50, and you easily verify that. You see here block marks it is 19, global mark it is 50, that is fine. So it is here, this code block help to protect your variable. Now this is the last one, that is a temporary variables. Here sometimes we need variable only for the short calculation. Code block allow variable to exist temporarily. So inside code block, let me create here, let item cost it is equal to 20, then let text value is equal to 20, then let total cost is equal to item cost plus text values. Then this is console.log, inside total cost is equal to total cost. So inside it you will see here, let item cost, this is a 200, this is a product cost, then let text value 20, this is a text amount, then here we have the let total cost item cost plus text, it is plus text value, calculate the final cost, then console.log your total cost here we have that. After this block int, this variable are removed from the memories. This variable are like item cost, text value, total cost. Here this variable are removed from the memory. Here you see sometimes we need a variable only for the short calculation. Code block allow variable to exist temporarily. Got it? Here even you have to check it. Here you simply got it your result, that is fine. Okay, so it is all about your code blocks, like basic code blocks, example code blocks in the functions, then code blocks in if-else statement here, then we have code blocks in the loops, this is a for loop, code blocks in JavaScript, you see JavaScript, then standalone code blocks, and this is here, they're encapsulating here, protecting your variables that does not affect any other variables. Then we have your temporary variables here. Okay. So that is for the today lectures. In the next lecture we will move to the next one, that is JavaScript hosting. Got it? So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.